Hi everybody, welcome back to RachandBella Crafts. Rachel here. I hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me today. A huge hello and welcome to you if you are joining us through the collaboration Journal Jigsaw. And if you are new to my channel, you are more than welcome and it is lovely to have you here. Can I also just take the opportunity to say a huge, massive thank you to all the new subscribers this month that have come and joined my channel through the collaboration or from visiting from the other collaborators' channels. It is lovely to have you join us. And a huge, massive thank you to all of my continuing subscribers and viewers, and thank you for all of the comments and the likes that you have been leaving on all of the videos. Now before I forget, just a quick reminder, there is a huge giveaway for this collaboration. There'll be lots of prizes from lots of different channels. There will be a video done shortly after the collaboration finishes, just to give you time to catch up and wrap up with your entries. And to enter the giveaway, all you need to do is watch all of the videos, leave a comment, leave a like, and of course we always ask if you wouldn't mind subscribing to their channels to give the new channels some support. I will then do a draw from a random video from one of the collaboration videos, and then we will be picking out lots and lots of different names because there'll be lots of prizes and lots of winners. So please don't forget about that. All right, guys, all you got to do, like, comment, and then if you're not already a subscriber, it would be wonderful if you would subscribe. Okay, so what have I got to tell you? So yes, please don't forget now, go and check out Amber at Night Owl Collage. Amber is also one of our design team members, so she has been working with us for quite some time. Really love her work, but she's my collaboration partner today, so she will be bringing you the bright and shabby. I am going to be bringing you the rustic and grungy. Okay, let me pop my little sheet up there out of the way. Oh, and just a little reminder, tomorrow you've got Corey Darman and you've got Marie over at Crafty Landing, and they're bringing you ethereal embossing. I'm really looking forward to that, and to seeing what their take on that prompt is, because that prompted prompt some interesting conversation at our retreat, because Marie was at our retreat in the spring. So yeah, it was a bit of fun trying to work our brains around that one. Okay, so freebies, because it is Friday. What have I got for you today, guys? Well, I've done you some freebies, of course, petal shape. They're all flower related. So I've given you these petals here, which I'm going to show you in a moment, some ideas on how you can use them. I've done, oh, where's the other one? It must be underneath. Sorry, I should have put them in order. I've also done some, well, they are kind of like petal shape, but I'll come back to these later, but they're a flat flower petal shape. And I've done you some more fussy cut flowers because I know I needed some more. So I thought, oh, I'll do another page of those. And I've just popped a few extra little images in that are slightly different, but obviously still following the flower theme. And then I've also done you a page of people carrying flowers, which I just thought might be quite nice. So you might recognise one or two of these out of our kit pages. I've popped them on. I popped a nice thick outline around them so they're not too difficult for you to draw around. And this one here I thought would make a nice little label or something. So I've done those with a bit of a wider band on them. And then you've got the garden path, and then there's a lovely floral front door. So just some extras for you guys, because I do like to try and keep things fresh. It's been a long, month with lots of ideas, and it's just always nice to have a few extra imagery bits to pop in. Okay, so what am I going to be doing with you today? Well, I was up rather late last night trying to get everything prepped. I do apologise, my video's gone on a little later today than normally it would have done, but all my boys are home from uni school, so we've been very busy this week, spending lots of time together, which is lovely, and I'm never going to apologise for that, so I'm just explaining why I'm a bit late. And I was about to come up after getting everything ready last night, and then Dan came down to have a chat with me, and we were just looking at photographs and chatting, and you just have that time with your kids, you just think, I can't get up now and say, love, come on out the way, I gotta go and do a video. That would have just been wrong. So that's why I'm a little later today, guys. It was time well spent, and I know you don't begrudge me that time at all. Right, but I am prepared and I am ready to go. So I have had a lovely couple of days down at Mum's. because obviously my oldest was back from uni as well. He lives with my mum and dad, and we've been back and forth down there. The boys have been spending time together, jamming on the guitars. It's been lovely. But I've actually had a chance to sit in Mum's craft room. So I've been working with Bella, and she's been doing some lovely slow stitch stuff. Oh, that's a mouthful. Slow stitch stuff. She gave me some lovely bits of thread, which I didn't know existed. So apparently you can buy this stuff pre-split on little balls. You probably all know this. I'm always last to the party. Oops. So thankfully, she's so kind, my mother. She gave me some, you know, she said, well, take some with you. So she pulled some bits of thread off for me onto those little reels. So I was able then last night to do some slow stitching on my petals for you for today, because obviously I've got skins, but I'm just useless at like trying to separate the thing. Not only that, but my boys are also teaching me to play the guitar, so I have no nails now on this which makes it very tricky to do anything. I just got lots of ink on there. So one of the things that I did do at Mum's this week in preparation was to make myself a really grungy masterboard. Now I have cut this down, you'll see for why in a moment, but I did just a large piece on a bit of Amazon packaging paper, and I just took that lovely page we all love out of Angela's kit, and I popped that on as the background, and then I used some of Mum's book pages. I put a bit of the that was actually out of a sewing pattern, this bit here. And Mum had some bits of embossed floral, and just stuck everything on. And then Mum had a package arrive. Amazon came, ding dong. Oh, we were very excited. And she'd ordered these lovely stamped letters. Now, I know you'll have heard about these because Angela told us about them. And as you can see, we were already kind of playing with some garden-y words. Oh, look, she's even put them together for me. Flower, shed, pot. And that was plants we would use there. So I was like, oh, they're lovely. Where did you find those? Well, when I got home, she'd hidden them in my slippers. So Mum had given me the pack that she'd ordered. And then she ordered another pack, and they came yesterday. So thank you, Bella, for those. She spoils me, my mum. She's so lovely. So I've now got my set of stamps. So if you're wondering how I did those, that was with these. They're on Amazon. And I know Angela has explained all of that to you this week. But Angela enabling... Not the Angela. No, actually, they are wonderful. And the size is brilliant. Because I did have a set in like a box, but they're really tiny. But these were wonderful. So obviously, being here in Wales, looking at the garden, as it is again this morning, it's raining. I went with the rain, garden and plant. But anyway, so that's to explain where the text font came from, in case you wonder. Because you'll see that now on what I've prepared. Okay, so... I have cut out the 2 pages of Petal Freebies, and I'm going to just give you a really quick few demonstration ideas on how I have interpreted the prompt. So to begin with, I have taken my masterboard, I've cut a piece down, I've checked that it will fit in my journal that is now bound. I've been quite a busy bee this week actually, so I've grunged up my lovely floral end. I've popped some eyelets in the side, and my signatures are now in my journal, and I'm really pleased because it does lie flat and I can get in and access everything, and oh, it's yummy. And I've done all my journal page ends, and it's looking good. I'm really pleased with it. I have got some extra pages I want to pop in because I was playing last night with grunging pages. Let me quickly show you. Oh, where are they? Here they are. So I was trying to work out how to make my pages a little grungier, and as I've explained, I did have some misprints. So what I've done, I've just printed over the top of the misprints using my grungy kit, which is what I'd intended to do initially at the beginning, and then I forgot because I ran out of ink. If you remember, like way back, like the retreat, and I ran out of ink, didn't I? Because I had a retreat at the beginning of this collab, if you remember. That seems like months ago now. This has been like the longest 3 weeks ever. It's crazy. But yeah, so I printed that over the top, and do you know what? I think that looks really good. And it's like, ooh, it feels, well, it doesn't feel, it looks like it's quite tactile. But anyway, so I want to pop a couple of those in, but I love that. Look at that one there. That was the page with all the like crinkly paper in the background. I've put it over the top of the collage page, and then obviously just backed it with these. That one, I think that was a little heavy on there. I probably could have done it a bit lighter, but I did print these on draft. But I just think that these are great. So if you're trying to grunge up your pages, guys, and I think Steph had mentioned this before. I mean, look at that one there. great way is to just literally print over the top. Now I did try previously with one of the background pages out of the kit, but I didn't do it dark enough. But these grungy ones, I think these are great. So you can still see the elements there of the kit backgrounds, but look at that. Because I did also try then washing them all with coffee and tea, but all my ink ran, so I was like, meh, I'm not very happy with those. So I just came at it, and so this is one of the ones that I used. And again, then this one, look, with the font over it. I just think it looks really good. Oh, that's a blank page. Nothing to see there, guys. That was one of the ones that I used. Look, with that nice, like, crinkly. I went for the ones with perhaps a bit of the lighter backgrounds, and that one there as well. But just wanted to show you that. So that's kind of like where I'm at with that. That was just some ideas for you. Again, going back to the grunge, because obviously seeing the difference there, as much as I've like, you know, it all depends on how grungy you want to be, really, doesn't it? So where I've like deckled edged, is that the right word? Yeah, with my decal cutter, and I've inked, but I mean, that's just taking the grunge to a whole new dimension. So because I was a little undecided, not like me, I know, I've done elastic in here, so I can switch my pages out should I want to. I may not, but if I should want to, I might. I also actually, don't faint, finally got my what's it called, jelly plate out this week. Oh, I've been so pleased with myself, and I've been playing with that first time ever. So I had some vellum that I'd done a bit of misprinting on from when I was doing the invitations, so I stuck that in there, and I just did with a stencil, and that was the bit that I took off. No, yeah, it was. I laid this over the top to take the paint off, and that came out, and then I did that one on the back then with one of my stencils. I love it. I think that looks really cool. I've got some other pages that I'm going to pop in as well. I think I want to take that one out because that back in page that is in there like 3 times, so I might switch that out for one of the grungy ones. But yeah, there's all sorts of extra bits and pieces I'm gonna I'll come back and show you at a later date. So anyway, back to my point. Sorry, I digressed. I've checked that this will fit into my journal, which I think I had it on one of these bigger pages here. So again, going back to one of these, it will fit in there quite nicely. I'm happy with that. So I've sized that. Very important when you're doing stuff as a page out of the journal that you're working with. Always check that your page is going to fit in afterwards. So like I did with the last one with the flowers. Obviously I sized and checked. Oh my goodness, I'm having a craft lunch here now, as Jez says. Everything's falling. Right, okay, so my idea for this was, I've gone around my edge here like I did with the, so when I'm referring to my last project, I'm obviously talking about this one here. So obviously I did a little like edge in there. Mum gave me some nice thick thread. See, it pays to go visit your mothers. You see, go visit your mothers, ladies, because they have all the right stuff. I actually ran out of brown thread. Look, I was snapped in my machine. So she gave me some more brown thread. What I've done then is I've put a little stem in. I hope I've made that high enough now. I think I have. I did kind of put what I wanted to put on there with the pencil. I then drew it in, and then I've just done some like squiggly, because if you think of a daffodil, where's my daffodil? One on here, isn't there? They don't have big leaf on the stem, do they? They have like those, like these things. So that's what I've tried to do there, okay, but in a grungy way. So what I was going to do was, I've taken these petals here that were on the freebie. So these are the small ones that run across the top of the one page of freebie, and I've sat whilst chatting with my dam, and I slow stitched. I mean, it's nothing, you know, it was nothing like involved or technical. I literally just did, and what I did is I took my needle, here it is, look, still threaded, see, evidence, it was and I just simply, oh, my fingers are not going to work this morning. That is the only problem now. I've got cramp this morning. This is why I can't do this on camera. But I've want to bump, bump, like that, bump, 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 make the holes ready, and then literally just run them through. And it was dead easy, and I actually really enjoyed it. So, like I say, we were sat there chatting about nonsense, and then what I've done is I've done 2 with a bit around the edge, and then I did 2 just a little, you know, like the bit in the middle of a leaf, of a flower, you know, you get that, they have like the veins, don't they? So I just did a little running stitch up those there. So what my thinking is, what I wanted to do with my pretty petals, because, oh, Oh, my mum's been good to me this week. One of the ladies, we've got a WhatsApp chat that we have. One of our fabulous ladies, Christine, organised it after our autumn retreat, and she basically got like everybody that came said, do you want to be in the group chat? And it's lovely because some of the ladies now meet up and they do other things. They go off to craft shows and things like that. So it's really nice because it's fostering community for us too. But in the group chat, somebody put a picture on last week with like daffodils and something using yo-yos, and I was like, oh, mummy, will you please make me some yo-yos? So she did. My mum's so good to me, so bless her, because my mother's got arthritis in her fingers, but she's very nimble with her thread. So we swapped. I did her some fussy cuts on my new scan and cut, and she made me these lovely little yo-yos. Look, so she did me 4 of these. How cute are they? Because I wanted to turn them into my daffodil heads. So I've pinched one of those. I've also copied her idea that I love of her layering buttons, because I took my yellow jar of yellow buttons, my jar of yellow buttons, not my yellow jar of buttons, and I'm going to use that now with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the petals. Phew, say those with no patience who are like, gosh, she's going to stop waffling now. Sorry, guys. I am a bit tired this morning, and I'm trying to think and remember to say everything. So really easy. All we're going to do is we're going to layer these now. By layer, I just mean run them around, but they need to go in such a way like a windmill, okay? And there is a reason for this. So I just thought I would do them. Oh, I also finished them off. I sprayed them with a bit of my mica spray, in case you're wondering why there's a bit of a sheen, okay? Just to try and further grunge them up. There we go. So that's why that was there like so. But yeah, they need to go around like a windmill. That one, oh goodness gracious me, this is a bit of a test on the brain doing this morning. Okay, right, and then that one. And then this one is the tricky one. It's like folding a box down. There we go, you got to just tuck one under and one over. And there we have our pretty petal papers. And I am now going to put my my lovely yo-yo then in the centre, and there we now have, okay, my stem could have been a bit tidier. I'll probably go back over that bit. My bobbin emptied as I got to the last bit, which was rather annoying. But yeah, so you're getting the idea there, guys, right? And then you're going to stick that down, but you know me, everything's got to have, you know, an extra purpose. We've got these lovely fussy cuts. I was halfway through inking these and I was like, Rach, come on, quick, you need to get on with this. We've got these lovely fussy cuts, and I also gave you last week, in your last week freebies, a load of these little journal cards. So the purpose of this is when you stick it down, just stick the end, okay? So let me grab another one, explain. I'm not being very explanatory, am I? Just stick there the glue, all right, and then place it in, because you need your petal to flow free basically, okay? And then it's a tuck spot, so you'll be able to use it then as a multi-tuck station. Oh, I like that. Do you like that? A multi-tuck station. And that's why I thought this would be good at the beginning of my signatures for my, where I've got those lovely Edith Holden pages at the beginning of each of my signatures, because they're larger, aren't they? I can put then extra bits of ephemera for whoever. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to let that journal go, because it is rather lovely. And then you can just tuck in then all your little bits, like so. And it'll all hold in place. That one's a bit big maybe, but you do understand what I'm trying to say, yeah? You get the idea. I'm not going to stick that down at the moment because I'm not happy with my stem, and I'm going to go and finish off. I'll probably fill that in with stitching. Actually, I might just go mad and go fill it all in. But yeah, I really like that idea, and I just thought that by adding the bits of stitching on, obviously you don't need to slow stitch yours. I was just trying to think of some ideas of how you could make your petals look more interesting. Gold thread would obviously be lovely on that. That would really make them zing. And of course, although the petals are quite pale, I've inked these, but I tried to do your freebies this week in such a way that they will work if you want to do the bright and shabby. So I've gone with a shabby look. I've given a light outline so that if you don't want to ink them to make them really grungy like mine are, you can tell I didn't cut these out using my scan and cut. I was sat cutting them out on the sofa last night, and my other half looked at me and said, are you not going to use your machine to do that? And I just looked at him and I was like, shut up, I want to watch the telly. So I didn't. I did do them by hand, but I will use them on today to cut these out. So yeah, no, that's why I have done them though with a nice light outline, so that if you want to ink around you can, but if you want to leave them shabby and bright, they will also work for that too. Because I'm not quite sure what Amber's bringing you today, obviously. So you may want to use them if she does a project of a similar sort of thing. So that is idea number 1. I love it. That was my, like, this is my main idea, guys. But I do have a couple of little extra things for you, idea-wise. Sorry, I got hiccups now. Okay, so I have been working on, this is not finished yet, please don't judge me. I've just started grunging up. So Steph has inspired me, as I'm sure she has you all, over at Hilltop View Journals, to make something with, oh, I missed that bit there, darn it, my Amazon packaging. So I'm in the middle of starting a grungy journal. I mean, I've got my grungy journal, but then I've got my grungy journal, and I just love, can you hear? Oh, that noise. It's just something about it. So I've used, like I say, don't judge me. My inside is not finished yet. I've just started. I've got to finish off all of this in here and collage on top. But I've used a bit of that was one of my jelly prints that I did. So I just stuck that on there for now. And then I got bits and pieces around the edge to do and everything. But I was just having to play with a bit of linen. So anyway, in here, I have got a signature made up with lots of just, you know, grungy papers, garden pages, bit of, what is this? Pattern paper, book page, piano roll. I finally have cut into my piano roll that I had courtesy of Steph. I've been holding it for quite some time. In fact, I think she brought that to the first retreat for me, and I've just been sitting on it. So I took some down for Bella, and yeah. So I've made myself a really nice basic signature here, guys, okay? To which I plan to then add some of those grungy pages that I just showed you. So they're going to go in here. I've also got like an eco page as well, something I stenciled on previously. But yeah, and then some of these coffee dye papers are the ones that Steph kindly provided me with in my Secret Santa. So yeah, that's all in there. But what I thought was we could do one of these pages, and I was going to use the petals to make a pretty petal page edge. So second set of petals now. I've cut these out twice, obviously. And what I've done with these is I've stitched on some buttons. They look quite cute. And I have done them, but obviously I've done them by hand. You can't stitch buttons on with a machine. But yeah, don't judge my backing. But yeah, I just thought they look quite cute. So what I thought we could do is to just simply, and I am going to glue these on. Oh my goodness, my nose is itching. Pollen is up. Spring is on its way. It's going to be a wet one, I think, guys. We are. I can't even begin to express how fed up we are here with this rain. Oh, it is just never ending. Every day ends in rain and starts with it. And we had wind and storms then last night. But it's just like, oh, is this ever going to let up? Really, really just tired of it now. Desperate for some sunshine. Desperate. So those of you that are having similar weather patterns to us, we feel your pain. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. It feels very reminiscent of what we had last year, I fear, which was another wet and miserable summer. It didn't really take off, did it? Now, what I was thinking was, look, I mean, you can cover them if you want to, but I've just thought, no, if I'm strategic in the way that I lay these, let's put the stripy one in the middle, I think. They'll, like, so I want a bit of it to hang on. So that's that bit there that I've put the glue. And then I want a bit of it to hang out. And then I want a bit of it then, again, to be a bit of a tuck station. So we can, like, pop bits into it. Now, obviously, if you want to, like, add more dimension to this, you know, you can put, like, bits of... So should we put a little bit of lace behind this one? Just to kind of, you know, give it a bit more interest. Yes, why not? I really like that petal there because I overlaid the two kits one on top of the other, and I was like, ooh. And then I did something else then with the imagery, and it just kind of like really came together nicely. So I'm going to just pop that under there. Oh, I'm sorry, my nose is really itchy. And then put that bit on there. There we go. I can that up a bit higher, actually. There we are, it's better. Put a bit more glue under there. Obviously, you can do all sorts of things with these freebie petals that I've sent you, and the flowers. You know, you could use some of those flowers to do some of these ideas that I'm just showing you today. And I know, obviously, Amber will be bringing you more ideas. But I've forgotten what I was going to say now. No, that just literally fell out my head then. I don't know. It probably wasn't very interesting. It was, of course it was interesting. It was something I was going to tell you. I can't remember what I was going to say. So never mind. Never mind. Okay, there we are. Right, so let that just dry down a minute. Yes, but like I was saying, I just thought, I mean, I've got lots of these lovely little fussy cuts now, thanks to my fussy cutting session last week on my, or this week on my machine. There we go. Right, so you could then, you see, just tuck in all these little bits of ephemera. I think that'll look really interesting as well. Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't inked all of these yet. I thought I'd done some of them, but there we go. Okay, let's pop that one in there. Rachel, don't be lazy, cut that off. That's terrible. There we go. Put that in there. Just watch it doesn't get caught in your glue, because obviously I'm doing this and my glue isn't completely dried. These are some of Angela's journal cards. If you remember me telling you in my last video, I printed her journal cards that are on those pages. She got 4 pages of beautiful journal cards there, and I printed them all onto one page so they came out this size so I could play with them, because they were lovely. So many lovely images there. So that's another one there. And of course this one here, which has probably been, I think, one of the images of the collaboration. Lots and lots of people chose to use this lovely little journal card here that was in Angela's set. But like I say, I could just, oh, I haven't stuck that in a very thoughtful way there. If I lift that up, make another little tuck spot there. But I just think it's a really interesting way to keep all of your, like, your fussy kits, especially if, you know, because I know many of you make your journals for you to write in. Well, this is quite nice because you can write here, and then you can use, then if you want to, then you can grab some of these bits out and make a cluster, stick on a page. But I just think that looks really good. Probably could be done a bit tidier, but again, just another way to use your pretty petals. Okay, so that's another idea. I've then got another idea for you, which I thought we could do utilizing these. So I did this section of the page. This is off the fussy cut page. These are the petals across the bottom, and I've done them in such a way that you can cut them out, or you can leave them in this shape here, and I did that for a purpose. On the back of mine, I've just printed just a coffee dye pattern, and then I'm folded. Oh, I've also sprayed them with mica spray, but I'm folding them in a concertina pattern. So I thought, well, that would make a really nice little notelet, you know, that you can open up. Now, I also did think, oh, poop, I've used all of my petals. Okay, bear with me a second. I'm just going to really quickly cut a petal out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't think I meant to leave one of those others. Let's take this one here. My poor thumb is really sore this morning from cutting these. And I wish I had listened to him now and just got up off the sofa and gone and run it through the machine. But there we are. But it did make me laugh the way he looked at me as if to say, aren't you going to use your machine? God, they don't let us get away with anything, do they? As if to say, you've just gone and bought that piece of equipment that you claimed you desperately needed, which I do desperately need, because I've got to drive my eldest back to university today, up to Malvern, where we had our retreat last month, and my thumb is really sore. So, you know, I should have listened, got off the sofa and gone and just done it. But what I was thinking was, because like I say, obviously I can write on the back of these, but I just thought this would be quite cute to add one of the petals inside, and we'll, I mean, obviously this would look amazing if I had stitched, you know, but I mean, I want you to see things, because not everybody has the ability to sew on their papers and stuff. So I want you to see that these things do look good without the stitching. As lovely as it is adding stitching in, but of course, as I've explained to this one, you can bring your own dimension by slow stitching yourself. So don't feel that you can't add those bits. Ah, look, this is, do you know why I put this picture in? This was in the, I didn't realise until Mum said the other day, she said I didn't have the dog. And this was one of the freebies out of our Ko-fi membership. But That's my Holly dog, that is. We've got 2 yellow labs in our house. One is a pup and the other one, she is very, very old, bless her. That's my Holly dog. She'll be 13 now next month. Where are we, April? Yeah, next month. So, yeah, I just wanted to pop her in there. So that's why you've got a yellow Labrador in your freebies this month. She's my Holly dog. She's been really funny this week, actually. She's been coming in and sitting in front of me when I'm cutting stuff out and doing stuff on my tray in my living room at night. She just sits there looking at me and I'm like, what do you want, Hol? Do the loo? No. And then she just wants you to lie on the floor with her and cuddle her. So, bless her. But yeah, so no, that's my point. Sorry, that's what I was trying to explain. You can pop a little pocket in there, little tuck spots. But you know, you can really go to town on these. But do you know what I wanted to just do with this? I thought I'm going to keep this really simple. Marvellous, that's what I was looking for. And I'm going to just take a little bit of binding. I'm just going to take that out of there, mate, because that pocket is still damp and otherwise that'll get stuck. So, you know, this is just a demonstration, guys. You know, I know you're all full of wonderful ideas yourselves. So you can go off and do loads of amazing even decorating things. But I didn't want to keep you going too long today. And because I know, like I say, there's 2 of us. I know Amber's going to bring you some brilliant ideas as well. But you could just a little, perhaps a bow would have been better, Rachel, on hindsight. I didn't really leave myself enough there. But I'm going to bow it because the idea is then I can undo it. Yes, perfect. That will do. Lovely. Trim it off. Excellent. And now you've got that little notelet that is really rustic. And you could pop that in a pocket that way. So then it's easy to take out. Do you know what would be really nice on there? Ooh, I've got an idea now. Hang on a second. Bear with. Where are my bulbkins? Did I leave any out? I did. Now what would be really nice on there? Because I know you girls have been busy. I've not managed to make any as yet. But we're going to have to improvise and you'll have to imagine. But I know some of the girls, the ladies, showed you this week some beautiful charms, didn't they? And they made lovely charms. And there's that one page in the kit. This is it here, because I did cut one off the other day and use one for this very purpose. And oh, look, my crafter lunch is going on now. These. So you can make these into charms. I did actually buy some of that UV glaze stuff. I haven't tried it out yet, but I've actually been quite busy this week. Oh, I must show you in a minute what I made. I don't think I've shown you already because I was very pleased myself, and I did spend an entire day. I've had 2 days this week where I have just been able to craft, and it's been quite nice, even though the boys are home. But like, you know, I could say they were upstairs playing guitars at mum and dad's. So yeah, I was able to like do some stuff, but I will quickly show you what I made in a minute. Because it was a brilliant project and I loved the video. She did a fabulous job. She always does a fabulous job, but I don't normally appreciate it as much as I did this time, because this time I was able to have a play. Right, I'm going to just use my, where is it? Stand still, Rachel. It'll pop out into your face now, you'll see it. Is that it there? No. Oh, there it is. If it had teeth, it would have bitten me. Menu all. Menu all. I haven't told you all about this yet, or the shop bought it in, because I haven't had time to do just a chatty video this week. I've got loads of stuff to show you all, so make sure you come back for that video. I went to Hay and White, didn't I, last week or the week before, and I got books to show you, and I got other stuff from a book binding shop that I went to. But yeah, so that's where my lovely new walls come from, because my other one snapped. Look, end came off. Don't know what happened there. I'm not sure if that was the kids messing with it or what have you. Well, not messing with it, using it. They do borrow my tools from time to time, which I don't mind, but then I ended up with a blunt awl and obviously couldn't pierce through the book. There we go. How cute is that? So that's a little note, look. And then all you've got to do is just slide the top off. But like I say, it's about making hidden writing spaces that go in your journal, that when people look at them, people are lazy. They won't undo things, you see. They'll just pick that up and go, oh yeah, that's pretty. Oh, very nice. Okay. And then put it back. But it'll be a nice spot for you to write in and then, you know, hide some notes. So let me just see if I've got a pocket now to pop that in. Because I have popped some pockets in. Yeah, we did that one together, didn't we, guys? I do like how this journal lies flat. It's really nice to be able to get in and out. And I've popped that one in there. Oh, here, that would go nicely in there, wouldn't it? There we go. There, how's that? I think that looks quite cute. I'm going to pop those behind just to pop a little bit of colour there. So there we are. It's another way to have your pretty petals. Now, another thing that I did, and I'll just very quickly show you, I can pop it on here, was to take the flower shapes, and I've done one here with a button. And I just thought that, again, would make a really nice little tuck spot for you to pop something in there. A journal card. Where have I got a journal card? Here we are. So one of these, because these were the actual size of them. So that would just go nicely in there. Okay. And the final idea that I had, because I can't see how long my video's been. I hope it's not like over an hour, because I really didn't want to do that to you guys. Another thing that I did, I cut all these out. I printed on the back, again, with just a coffee print page on one set. So that's the one. They're not. That must be there, is it? Yes. And I just put it in there. No. Yeah, I did. I used that one by mistake. That was chatting away last night, but it doesn't matter. Excuse me. And what I thought we could do, again, a little fun idea, was just to layer them up, because obviously I've thingied them on the back. And then I was going to just do a design on the front like this. It's just what came to me, you know, I was just playing with them, layering them up. Now, if you use, who gave us this idea? I know it was Kerr in one of the Christmas collaborations, and I think it was not the recent one, it was the one before that. I'm just looking around me for, bear with, my bit of foam, and my, bear with, I'm going in the drawer looking for my, yes, here we go. Now, she gave us a little tip to take something soft, like so, take something round. Oh golly, that's got a little bit of wax on there. Let me just clean that off a minute. Sorry, guys. I think I can see wax on the back. I don't know. Anyway, rub firmly. You could probably do this with the top of your awl, but just don't press down on the top, obviously. Rub firmly around, and then it'll make you, see, a little flower shape. How cute is that? So if I do that again now with this one. There we go. And then we can place one inside of the other like so, which probably would be best held together. And you know what I'm going to say, with a split pin. Oh, a brad. We're going to be fussy about it. Bear with me a second while I grab my little... Do you know what? This was the best thing I could have done at the beginning of this collab, was to sort out my drawers, because it's been lovely being able to get in and out of them. Now, what I was going to do was this. So bear with me a second. Take my flowers, take the top flower, pop that onto the top flower like so. Make sure that's it, just so they're spread out. Is that about right? Now I want it like that, and then nicky nocky noo. Right, there we are. Right, put that there like that. All or nothing into the center. Oh, and then where's me brad? Here's me brad. See, and I know it's called a brad because I wrote it on my label. Look, I'm loving getting organised. I really am. Whether or not I'll ever get around to finishing it all, who knows? It's a work in progress, isn't it? It's a developing, you know, thing. So, and then you can just bring these back up and around then, because obviously that's like flattened them a bit, but you kind of get the idea. So they'll sit up. That's for decoration only, you see, on the top. Okay, and then with the remaining excuse me, I'm getting hoarse again. The remaining flowers, we're going to put them together, the petals like so, and then what I thought we would do is put a hole in one. Talking golf terms now, guys. Oh, I told my Bob Marley joke at Mum's the other day. I wasn't sure if she picked up on it, but the kids were like, "Oh, really, Mum?" Because what were we doing? Oh yes, that's right. She was trying to run that thread off for me, and it kept jamming in her machine. So of course I just done my jamming. Oh, you had to be there really, but I just thought it was funny. I think I'm the only one who ever thinks I am funny. Now you can either use a bit of this. I am going to use a bit of this because I'm trying to keep things grungy. I'm just hoping it'll go through. Ooh. So bear with. I'm going to run this through. It is going to go through. I'm determined. Stay there. Don't move. No. Stay. All right. Oh, more fingers and thumbs. Go on. Get in the hole. Going to be awkward about this now, aren't you? Because I'm trying to be quick for these guys, so I'm not keeping them all day, and you're going to mess me about. Come on. That's the way, in the hole. I've got no nails. There we go. Marvellous. Right. Okay. And I just thought we could just... Oh, let's not write too long. Steady on now, Rachel. But I just thought, actually, that would be something that would be quite sweet. Hanging on to your journal. Hanging on. They're like, what do you mean hanging on? Well, you know, like just tied onto the side. But like I say, try and keep those at a bit of a skew F. You might want to just glue those in place. But I like the fact that they moved, you see. And then I'm going to just do a simple little knot. If my fingers will allow. One. There's the other one. Two. Come on, through you come. Like a little one of them. I don't know what that knot's called. Somebody will tell us in the comments, because you guys are amazing like that. There we go. And then you've got yourself then. But the purpose of me doing that is so that you can open your little notelet. And you can write on them then, look. Do you see? That's why I put the string on in the way that I did. So we basically have bound them into a little booklet. And I mean, you could cut around coffee paper and put it in it. But I mean, how lovely is that? That would be nice on the front of a journal, wouldn't it? Just an idea, guys, just throwing it out there. But I mean, you know, depending on what you had on your journal, you could have that hanging like that. Put one of those little hooky things on there. I don't know. I just thought it was a nice idea. And I really like the way that they sit like that. So that's just another idea for you guys on how you can use your freebies this week, because it's all petal related. So there we are, my lovelies. I'm going to leave you with that. Oops, I've messed that up over there now because I didn't glue it. Sorry. So you've got this one here. You've got this one here. My petals have had a craft lunch. Oh, I love that. That's when Jez said that the other week, and then one of the girls commented on it in the chat, and I was like, what are you all on about? I thought obviously you had to be there, so I had to go and find out. And then I caught up then with Jez's video, and I was like, oh yeah, we've all been there. Right, so there we are. A craft-a-lanche. Are you getting it, guys? Do you know what I'm on about? When all your stuff falls, it's not an avalanche, it's a craft-a-lanche. Oh, I hate being the person who has to explain a joke, but you know what I'm saying. So there we are. You've got those there, then you add the petals on the side of the page, which I think I've hidden in this one here. There we go. And then, of course, where was our little notebook? I put it in the journal. Our lovely little notebook there. So you have got yourself a plethora of pretty petal page ideas. I hope you've enjoyed my grungy and rustic take on today's prompt, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the collaboration still. Please, please, please don't forget, there's still another week. We've got some really amazing artists to come, so please don't tail off and forget about them now. Stick with it. Don't forget to leave your comments so you can be entered into the giveaway, and just keep feeding back, because we just love your feedback. We just love hearing that you're all enjoying it, and you know, the things that you are really inspired by. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I'm off now to drive my son to Malvern, and I'm hoping the weather's going to stay nice. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to pop to Ko-fi to pick up the freebies from the channel. Also, just quickly, a huge, massive thank you to all of those of you who have made donations on my Ko-fi page for the freebies in the last week. Very, very much appreciated. As I've said in the last video, you know, it is my bread and butter. It's what pays the bills. It's never expected, but it's always, always appreciated. So thank you all very much for that. Have a wonderful day, and I will be back with you very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.